Hello there, guys. Today I'm gonna tell you about the recursive artwork photo. That's a pretty easy art to do. It took me like 5 minutes to do this, maybe 10, I don't know. Anyways, it was really fast. I'd say that that's the thing that everyone can do, even the beginner in Photoshop, so it won't take you long to learn how to do this. So let's just go to the Photoshop. We're here, and the first thing I want you to think about is the crop factor. I'm using the 4x5 crop. It's like the best crop I find for myself on Instagram. Yeah, and I actually recommend using 4x5 if you want like full screen photos on Instagram. That's the idea. So what we're gonna do now is we have the background, and by pressing Ctrl J we want to copy it. So we have now two layers, background and layer 1. And let's just make the opacity of layer 1 maybe 50% so we can see the background underneath it. And what we do now is we scale this layer 1. Actually, this layer 1 is the image that we're going to see inside the phone screen. Yeah, so we just need to scale it down to, for example, like 30%, I guess. Somehow like this, maybe a bit more. Yeah, I guess that's the perfect size for it. And now we can make the opacity back 100, and after we've done it, we just need to hide this layer so we can make a selection. There are like two ways of making a selection. First is marquee tool, and the second one is lasso. In this case, I'll be using marquee tool, and because it's pretty easy, just like this, and you don't have to do anything else. But after I've done it, I can't be sure that I've actually selected screen. If I want to be really precise, I need to check like where the screen actually ends. As you can see, there are not much difference between black of the phone and black of the screen. So like there are both colors are black, and I can't really say what is the phone and what is the camera, what is the black thingies in the camera. Yeah, so what we do now is we add curves. Yeah, and what we want to do is we want to apply these curves to the background. This sign shows us that these curves, like these changes, would only apply on this layer, on the background. So if we do this layer again, nothing changed on layer 1, as you can see, so just perfect. That's what we need. And what is to do with this curve? So we want to change this line till we see the border of our screen. As you can see here, we can already somehow separate the screen from the phone. That's this line, here it is this line. Yeah, I guess it's pretty much enough for me. And yeah, the second hint, if you're wondering why doesn't marquee tool work so good in like with case, for example, if you have photo and your phone is somehow skewed, distortion, or wrapped, I don't know, like the perspective is not like in my photo. In my photo is everything pretty much let's say symmetrical. I can show it to you. If you want to add grid to your photo, the grid is control this thingy, and yeah, as you can see, everything is pretty much symmetrical, so I don't really have to work with perspective. I don't have this problem. If you have this problem with perspective, you'd better use lasso tool by selecting all the corners, and just after you select all the corners, you can just make it like this, and you'll have the selection. But I'll use the marquee tool because it would be more precise in my case. After you've done it with marquee tool and selection, After we've done the selection, we can delete these curves because we don't need them anymore. They were just to visualize the border between the screen and the phone. So we just remove them like this. And what we have now, we have the selection, we have the layer 1 that shows us what's gonna be inside the screen. But there is one small thing. We have selected the screen, and if we want to delete everything that's out of the screen, we can't work here because like the selection works only inside. Like if I press delete, I'll delete everything that's inside this selection. It's just, yeah, it's not what we want. And we want to select everything that's around this. And what we can do is press select inverse, and we have our selection inverse. And now we just press delete, and yeah, we have like some kind of a new screen for our phone, if we can say this. And we don't need selection anymore. You can just remove it by pressing Ctrl D, or you can do this manual in select and deselect, Ctrl D. Yeah. What we can do now it's all about the copy paste thing and then scaling it to like 30% or whatever. For copy pasting, we need our marquee tool or a move tool, and with the move tool, what we can do is we press Alt button and just drag it somewhere, for example here. That's how we can make a copy of our layer. As you can see, we have 2 of them now. We don't actually need to use this move tool. We can just press Ctrl J, and that adds the copy of the layer 1, the previous layer, or the layer selected. For example, if I press Ctrl G on the background, it gives me the copy of the background. Makes sense. So after we have like 2 copies of this screen, we just transform, or scale, better to say, it to fit another phone. For example, like this. That works good for me. And after we have 2 copies of images of our phone, as you can see, number 1, number 2, we just need to add them till we don't really see this image. So just let us do this 2 more times. Ctrl J, take this copy, transform it, and put it here. Wait, yeah, like this. And just a little here, yeah. And another one. Transform it as well. And put it here, yeah. And now, as you can see, we can't really say that like this small phone, that it has something else than our picture, so we don't really care about this small phone, because if we upload this image into the Instagram, it would be around the definition of maybe full HD, maybe HD, and we just don't really care about this, so we can just leave it like this. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and found this tutorial somehow useful. I'll be really glad if you could leave feedback. You could DM me on Instagram or just leave a comment in YouTube. Both work perfectly for me, and feedback helps me to improve myself. So if you leave a comment or you DM me and say what was good, what was wrong, then I can learn on this like mistakes, and yeah. That's what I want you to do. Thank you for watching.